The emotional hijacking, why you sometimes explode and how to stop it. Someone cuts you off in traffic and you erupt with a level of rage that shocks even you. A colleague makes a minor critical comment in a meeting and you feel a hot flash of panic and defensiveness. Your partner forgets to pick up milk, and for a split second, you feel a surge of anger completely out of proportion to the mistake. You know logically that the situation is minor, but your reaction is massive. It feels like a switch was flipped, and for a few seconds, you weren't in control. It's like someone else seized the steering wheel of your mind. In a way, they did. This experience has a name. It's called an emotional hijacking. And understanding what happens in your brain during these moments is the first step to taking back control and making sure your reactions truly match the situation. Welcome back to Smarty Bytes Cafe. So far, we've learned to notice our emotional weather and the power of naming our feelings to calm them down. But sometimes, an emotion hits so fast and so hard that we don't have time to notice or name it. It bypasses all our rational thought. This is the emotional hijacking, a term coined by psychologist Daniel Goleman. It's what happens when your brain's ancient alarm system takes over. To understand a hijacking, we need to look at two parts of your brain. You have the prefrontal cortex, your thinking brain. It's rational, logical, and understands context. Then you have the amygdala, your emotional alarm. It's ancient, powerful, and its only job is to ask one question. Is this a threat? Normally, information from your senses takes the scenic route. It goes to your thinking brain first, which analyzes the situation, and then tells the amygdala whether to sound the alarm or not. But in a hijack, the amygdala decides the threat is so urgent that it can't wait. It slams the panic button and takes over. It hijacks the rational brain and triggers an instant, powerful fight, flight, or freeze response. Information goes straight from your eyes and ears to the alarm, completely bypassing the logic center. This is why you can explode before you even have a chance to think. Your ancient survival brain is reacting to what it perceives as a life or death threat, even if it's just an email with a slightly rude tone. So can we stop this? Yes. The key is to intervene in the precious few seconds after the alarm is pulled, but before the hijack takes full control. Here is a 3-step emergency plan. Step 1. Recognize the early warning signs. A hijack isn't just a mental event. It's a physical one. Your body is preparing for a fight. Your heart starts pounding. Your muscles tense up. You might feel heat in your face, or your breathing becomes shallow. These are your body's alarm bells. The moment you feel them, you know a hijack is attempting a takeover. Step 2. Invoke the 6-second rule. Neuroscientists say it takes about 6 seconds for the stress chemicals that cause this reaction, like adrenaline, to be absorbed and start to dissipate in your bloodstream. Your entire goal when you feel the physical warning signs is to create a 6-second pause. Don't speak, don't type, don't act. Just create a 6-second buffer between the trigger and your response. Step 3. Breathe to deactivate the alarm. During those 6 seconds, you need to manually tell your body the threat is over. The fastest way is with your breath. A simple technique is box breathing. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. This controlled breathing directly calms your nervous system and sends a message back to your amygdala that says, stand down. We are safe. This week, your practice is not to be perfect, but to be a detective. Your only goal is to spot a potential hijacking in action. Pay close attention to your body. The next time you feel that sudden, sharp surge of anger, defensiveness, or fear, I want you to mentally shout, hijack. The moment you name it, you've already started to engage your thinking brain. Then, try to get your 6 seconds. Take one deep, slow breath. Even if you still feel angry afterward, you have just practiced the single most important skill in self-regulation, creating space between impulse and action. You can't always stop the initial spark of an emotional hijacking. It's a deeply wired, primitive survival mechanism. But you don't have to let the spark become an explosion. By recognizing the signs, buying yourself 6 seconds, and breathing, you can learn to disconnect the alarm from the action. You can let the wave of emotion wash over you without letting it wash you away. This is the very essence of self-control. If you want to dive even deeper into this topic, make sure to subscribe because our next video is a full introduction to the power of self-regulation. For today's question, what are your personal physical warning signs that a hijack might be starting? Sharing them can help others recognize their own. Let us know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by the Smarty Bytes Cafe. Now go out there and be the pilot, not the passenger.